When you play golf, you have to make sure you have the right equipment. And before you play and after you play, you should always count your clubs. You're allowed to have 14 clubs in your bag. And make sure you count them before you play and count them after you play to make sure you haven't lost a golf club on the course. Also, the other equipment you want to have in your pocket when you get ready to play golf is you want a tee, and you want a ball mark, and you want a tool to be able to repair the pitch marks on the green. When your ball hits the green and makes a dent, you want to repair that, and you'll see that in another video. And of course, you want a golf glove. And last but not least, you have to make sure that you have a golf ball. Go out there, have a lot of fun, enjoy the time with your friends.
On the last hole, Scott had a par, Jerry and Tom had bogeys, so Scott has honors on the next tee.
So I have the honors. I'm going to tee my ball up, and if you come up here to the tee, you can see there's tee markers, one on the right and one on the left. And when you tee your ball up, you have to be behind the tee markers, no more than 2 club lengths behind the tee. So I'm going to find the markers and tee it up right here, and that's where you're supposed to tee the ball.
There's the tee for the hole. Fairway.
And then here's an out-of-bounds stake right here. It's white. The out-of-bounds stakes are white. There's another out-of-bounds stake right up there, and you can see the ball is inside the out-of-bounds stakes. So I can play that ball. If this ball ended up over here, it would be outside the stakes, and I'd have to go back to the tee and hit another tee ball. This is out of bounds. Okay, Jerry has hit his drive on this hole, and he's hit his drive in the hazard. The hazard is defined as the red stake. His ball is on this side of the red stake, so he's in the hazard. He can either play it from there, he can hit it out of the hazard, or Jerry has the option to drop the ball with a 1-stroke penalty, and he would drop it from knee height, which is the rule of golf. So Jerry's either going to drop it, 1-stroke penalty, or he's going to play it out of this hazard, no penalty. Okay, we're out on the golf course, and we've hit tee shots, and Tom hit his tee shot in the rough right here. You can see the rough is longer grass, and then you can see the edge of the fairway here, and Jerry hit his ball in the fairway. So Jerry's got a little bit easier shot because the ball is sitting nicely on the grass, whereas Tom, being in the rough, is going to have a little bit more challenging shot, and he's going to have to get down and get that ball with his iron to get it up in the air and get it to the green.
Hi, we're on a par 4 here, and we're in the middle of the fairway. Thomas hit his drive further than my ball here, so I'm away. That means I have the ability to hit first, so I'll hit first, and then Tom will hit next.
Okay, Tom is hitting now, and he has an iron. He's likely going to make a divot. So I'm going to zoom in on the ball so you can see how we create the divot. Now that Tom has hit a good shot and made a divot, he has to repair that divot. So he goes over to the cart, and usually the cart has some sand and a scoop, which this cart does. And Tom's going to fill that divot with sand. The other way he could repair it is if the divot was intact. If it was a piece of grass that he could pick up, he could walk up, pick up the piece of grass, and come back and put it where the divot was. In this case, he's repaired it with sand. We're on a par 3 here at this golf course, and this par 3, you can see the teeing area. The back tees are 200 yards. The front tees up there are 120 yards, and there's various tee markers in between, and you play the tee markers that are consistent and commensurate with your skill level in golf. This hole, you can also see a water hazard down the right-hand side. If you hit it in the water hazard, you take a 1-stroke penalty and you drop your ball where it went into the water, and then play from there. Also in the distance, you can see the green and the flag stick. And the green has 2 bunkers, also called sand traps. One in the front right and one in the back left, and you might be able to see that on this video. Tom has hit his ball in the green side bunker. You can see the flag stick there in the green. Now he's in the bunker. After he hits his bunker shot, he's going to have to clean and rake the bunker. So he hits his sand shot, and now he has the rake, and he has to rake his footprints so that the sand trap is smooth for the next person that happens to hit their shot in the bunker.
We just made our approach shots onto the green, and this ball just barely made it on the green. You can see the difference between the green and the fringe. Since it's on the green, I'm allowed to mark the ball, pick it up, and clean it. If the ball is out here, just on this side of the green, you're not allowed to touch the ball. You have to play it as it lies. We made our approach shots onto the green, and when the ball lands on the green, often it will leave a pitch mark. And when you do that, you need to repair that so that the green will remain flat. And you do that by pushing in each side around where the ball made the mark in the green, and then you flatten that out. And then to determine the order of putting, whoever is the furthest away from the pin will be the first to putt, and then the next furthest will be the next to putt, and so on until you pull out.
Okay, we've just finished 18 holes, played with friends here. Golf is a game of honor and respect and sportsmanship, and when you're done playing golf, it's common courtesy to take your hat off and shake your partners and opponents' hands, but because of COVID, just a fist bump to say thanks and good time being with you out on the golf course. Jerry, good plan.
Good plan.
All right, buddy.